hospital is not really giving the right consign at all, because I did it. But the second hospital is complying, but better than the first hospital.
Well, Corona can help question DJ Bami. I don't know what the legal team are doing when DJ Bami came, because I knew they would have known about this story of DJ Bami putting him on Okada and stuff like that. So why are they not questioning DJ Bami about at least the last actions of
the government? The government that is representing us, why are they not questioning these people? It's not the legal team. The government should do the questioning. They are the one.
I mean, at Corona inquest, they have the questions witnesses. I'm just talking about generally now. If we said the government is not working, at least they gave them Corona inquest, which is publicized. Why are they not asking those questions? At least they are the witness of the last moment. At least there are some certain questions that should be thrown to them, that even if they now lie, it will expose them. Because if the Debami could lie about how Mohbad did in the hospital, the CCTV footage in Kuramed can easily show that no, when you brought this person, even if you brought him on Okada, he wasn't walking, he wasn't talking, we have to put him on the crush or something like that, or on the wheelchair or something like that. So at least we can go back and just counter their testimony in that aspect. But if the question is not coming, they will not answer. They will only talk about what to ask them sometimes, and maybe throw more explanations to what they feel that they need to say to defend themselves. If it's anybody in that shoe, they will do the same thing. That's what the lawyer will coach you to do. You don't answer questions that are not asked. And if you need to throw more explanation to the ones that are asked, make sure you pull off a defense. It's just as simple as that. So it's the legal team or the people in the court that will have to throw them some shocking questions that they will not have anywhere to hide. These people are not that smart that they will be more intelligent than the lawyers or the people at court. No, it's not possible. Except if the lawyers at court are not doing the right thing or choose not to do the right thing. There are some questions you will ask witnesses that if it's lying, said, go trust it, because evidence we could counter.
You see, at this point, break the silence is the man of the moment, the Odogu of the moment, according to them. At this point, I think break the silence lawyer needs to be representing the public in the court to ask some of these questions, along with Baba Mohbad.
It's not in the court. No, it's not in the Corona. It's not in the Corona.
It's not? But anybody can go in there and ask questions. If they are...
I don't think he's interested in the Corona. He doesn't...
Okay.
And I've said it from the beginning, he's supposed to at least be in the Corona, like where he can point them towards the direction. For example, like we want the CCTV camera of the estate and all of those things of the hospital, and to see whether they will accept it. But again, another thing is they already know what they want to achieve, like how I seen it. And Baba group, they are not noticing that a lot is not going right. Our group, right? They are just following just like Wummi, they are just following whatever they see, whatever they hear. I'm trying to see the magic they want to perform. I swear, it was very interesting. I want to see whether Wahab Shitu will stop inquest, because it is inquest that wants to finalize their result. Because now you are agreeing with them. You are not doing things that will show something miracle. You are just agreeing with them. Very soon they will end the inquest and they will finalize their result. And then you'll be shouting, no, they did Ojoro, they did that. But hey, when you were there, what did you do? What evidence have you got? Take it on.
You know what the inquest judge said to people last week? He said when they went to the public, the people on the audience wanted to ask Naira Marley a question. The Baba Mohbad want to ask him a question from the video on the internet. The lawyer said no. The judge said no. If you have it on PDF, yes, you can play it or you can bring it, but just to answer it now. Samilari is supposed to be there with Naira Marley last week, but he wasn't there. I believe the next inquest, Samilari is going to come. And they put those things together where Samilari was chasing this boy with the machetes and all that. And they put it together to present it to Samilari in front of the inquest. This is what, who is this? Are you?
That's what you will see that even if Samilari has to come, maybe he will call them through WhatsApp as well.
Yes, now that one Ababa of Lagos now.
He will call them through WhatsApp.
Yeah, you know what? Paparino was worried is when Namani was asked question about Samilari relationship, he played it down completely. Yeah.
Don't forget, he has spoken to his lawyer. If you come there and claim that they are familiar, then they will be asking him that why don't you then like control Samilari, tell him to do this, whatever. But he just had to tell you that there wasn't any much relation, anything like that serious between him and Samilari.
You know,
what do you want to do next?
Has been denied. Richie, Samilari has been denied by Oba Elegushi in this Mohbad's case.
Can you imagine?
And now is Naira Marley has denied him also in this case. So everybody is trying to get themselves off this case. Period.
And Paparino, I would say,
without evidence, you can't nail anybody down.
If Mohbad tried to talk to Samari, to Namani eventually, I think he should refer the court to go and pick up his son Twitter handle on the 6th of October. He had everything documented there. And Samari has never came out to dispute about what Mo wrote on that.
You mean Naira Marley or Samari?
I'm talking about Naira Marley now. Right.
Naira Marley responded to that. Naira Marley said Mohbad was drunk.
No. I'm not listening. Mohbad posted the event and wrote comprehensively what happened on that day. Right?
On what day?
On the 6th October 2022.
Okay.
So if you read that, maybe then you can help me to digest it. Maybe.
No, that's what I said. I read it. Naira Marley responded to that tweet at that time. Okay. Let me show you what Naira Marley said. Naira Marley responded to this. Said Mohbad is intoxicated, that is affected, that is high, and whatever, that they shouldn't take him seriously.
And would it be somebody intoxicated will be able to articulate as much as that?
That is what Naira Marley said. Naira Marley has said that. Let me bring it to you and try to play it. He said it's high that he's forgetting his lyrics.
Okay, maybe you're talking about two separate events now, right? Are you saying?
I'm talking about the same thing. Like, just wait, let me play it for you. I'm the one that brought it out here right now. You know, I played it from an analysis, from a video that was being analyzed. So, like, after the attack, after Mohbad is the one that first went on Twitter and said all of those things. Then, because fans were having interest, then Amali responded and said that everything would be resolved within the label, that it would resolve it within the label. That is high, whatever.
But Azeba acknowledged he was there when Mohbad was
Yes, I acknowledged, and he said Mohbad was the one who orchestrated the attack on those guys. I'm trying to bring a response somewhere here. Okay. This Naira Marley's response. Moment. Where is it? Alright, so it said Mohbad has a history of getting intoxicated, which affects his emotions and actions. However, all issues will be resolved amicably within the record label. That was his response to what Mohbad put out.
And does that response matches what Mohbad wrote out?
So I Twitter page and was talking about what Naramali and his label did to him, saying that he was assaulted and literally beaten up at the Malian's house. Following this tweet, Naramali had to respond, saying that Mohbad has a history of getting intoxicated, which affects his emotions and actions. Saying that, however, all issues will be resolved amicably within the record. So this means that they were having issues in the record label. And then, only for Mohbad to return back to his Twitter page, saying that he was not intoxicated. And although he was diagnosed as an emergency hypertensive patient, and he said he's not on drugs or drinks, and his life is at stake.
No, but Mohbad was diagnosed. Like, Mohbad even said about himself that he went crazy because of this matter.
Record. So this means that we're having issues in the record.
No, Mohbad, wait now, wait. You are missing up this. Wait, let me show you. Just here from the beginning. Here from the beginning. You will see the video of Mohbad himself saying that he went mad because of all these issues. And now it's better and they are still
okay, guys, so on this episode, I am going to be talking about what might have caused Mohbad's death and also what his dad had to say. So we are going to start with looking into when Mohbad took to his Twitter page and was talking about what Naramali and his label did to him, saying that he was assaulted and literally beaten up at the Malian's house. Following this tweet, Naramali had to respond, saying that Mohbad has a history of getting intoxicated, which affects his emotions and actions. Saying that, however, all issues will be resolved amicably within the record. So this means that they were having issues in the record label. And then, only for Mohbad to return back to his Twitter page, saying that he was not intoxicated. And although he was diagnosed as an emergency hypertensive patient, and he said he's not on drugs or drinks,
let me read this place for you.
His life is at stake. Saying that, however,
let me read what Mohbad posted. He said, Mohbad, okay, no. Let me pause it.
All issues will be resolved amicably within the record. So this means that they were having issues in the record label. And then...
Yes. So this is Mohbad post. I'm not intoxicated, but I've just been diagnosed as an emergency hypertensive patient. I'm not on drugs or drinks, and my life is at stake. I'm still getting threats. Exactly. What is emergency hypertensive patient?
Okay, hypertensive patient is just high blood pressure. Okay. And that came because of his threat to life. Anxiety, depression, right? All those things amount for a 26 or 24-year-old developing high blood pressure. He's too young for that. Extremely young.
Let's continue.
For Mohbad to return back to his Twitter page, saying that he was not intoxicated. And although he was diagnosed as an emergency hypertensive patient, and he said he's not on drugs or drinks, and his life is at stake, and he's still getting threats. He also said that Naramali was lying when he released a video where he was explaining what actually happened. And he is saying that this is not the first time that Naramali is doing such to him, saying again that his life is being severely threatened. So during my research on this matter, I actually found a tweet that caught my attention, and and drew my attention to a tweet that Naira Marley actually posted on his Twitter handle, which was in kind of like a relation to what that person actually said. Let's look into it. Wow. So I am going to be reading out this tweet out loud. Shocking. Mohbad just sent a VM to my guy, who is his friend, saying Naira Marley uses them as drug traffickers in exchange for mega hits. Zeno was successful in 2 occasions and he refuses going the second time. And the step up came up for him. Right now, Naira Marley is out of the country. Whoa. Now look at this. Look at this. This is something that is really troubling, and it's highly suspective because I'm thinking that maybe Mohbad doesn't want to do what they want him to do. That's why he's getting threats. And Mohbad is an outspoken person. He comes out to say stuff. He comes out to speak up. And because of that, he's been getting threats because maybe they feel that he's going to say something that is going to implicate them. Now, something really interesting is coming up. Looking at what Naira Marley actually posted on his Twitter handle concerning NDLEA. Naira Marley saying, "What is happening to my brother is disgusting. The injustice is unfair and this is beginning to look like a pattern. First me, now my artist. Free Zinoliski, free Shubomi, free Mice, and Doski." Then he said NDLEA has released Mohbad after physically assaulting him. Zelensky is still in custody. The boys are under a lot of stress after being ambushed in the middle of the night with no warrant and urgently returning to Lagos now. So this is it. Could a drug trafficking story actually be true? Because why will NDLEA be so much after their ass in the Malian record? Mohbad, on the other hand, kept on talking and lamenting and screaming out on social media, saying that his life is in danger, saying he's being threatened. Let's watch him.
I don't really mean it like that from my mind. So I don't know the people that they hating on me. They have been doing about things on me. I went mad because of this issue. Now they are trying to kill me. Everybody in the whole world, please help me if I die. Well, I beg if I die like this. I never said it. Where were you? My God. Have you ever seen somebody which is suffering from columenta, from these things that they take, this high cocaine?
Paparino. You can go that direction, right? But the fact remains, this guy suffered a lot. Persistent anxiety, right?
It was in the wrong place with the wrong people.
Exactly. I mean, you can see how the reporter actually, subtle and phrase it very well. That report that you just played is for a clever person to understand what the reporter is trying to say. This guy came out to debunk Naira Marley about what Naira Marley was trying to frame him as. And don't forget, the case was still in court by 300 million whatever when he died. And all this alibi because they're not in the country, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't hold any water. You might not be directly the one that strike the blow, but you can always plan things. We know how what mafia operates. It's just too complex. And the only way is if Wummi can be very bold and come and speak up.
So do you think his father can institute a case against Naira Marley? They will just pay the man off now. They'll just pay him.
Let me answer that question, right? You see the reason why Papa cannot push or Baba Mohbad things can push anything against Naira Marley. he said in the court some days ago that he doesn't even know Wummi as Mohbad's wife. And that's the language Baba wants to hear. Mind you, Naira Marley has a huge amount of Mohbad's money in his position. Now, if Naira Marley refuses to recognize Wummi as a wife, who is going to be the next beneficiary of Baba Mohbad?
No, we have to show that.
Yeah.
Anybody, wait, let's make something clear. Something clear.
I know where you are going.
Yeah, anybody who will deal with Naira Marley, henceforth, anybody who will deal with Naira Marley must take Naira Marley to court. Without court, yes, they cannot resolve the property issues of royalty.
And he says so. He said
unless the only way they can do it without court is if Baba Mohbad, Wummi, Mama, Adura, blessing, all of them comes in terms. They can resolve it with that. But with the way things are right now, it's going to be in court. And if it go to court, it will not favor Baba Mohbad. To favor Adura, blessing, if the baby belongs to Mohbad, yes. And even Wummi, but not Baba Mohbad.
Yeah, that's what
they get some percentage, little percentage. Little.
Naira Marley says that Mohbad's reality is there intact. Nothing has touched Mohbad's reality, but the right person,
the legitimate person. The legitimate person is either the baby or the brothers of Mohbad. The rightful person in the front of the law. The legitimate is not the mother and the father. It is the brothers and sisters or Mohbad family. That is the baby. Yeah, so it's not even going to go there. Right now, he has lost all those opportunities.
Paparino, may I ask you a question? When Naira came out with that short video, telling Baba baby and all that, right? And so, can you tell me what was his intention?
That video has been around for a very long time. I hope you know soon. They just made it.
I know it's an old video. I'm just telling you.
No. I said, don't please wait now. I said that video, okay, has been around even before Mohbad died, right? So now bringing that video around, let's say for example, let's say for example, me Paparino right now, I have a video, okay, about burial. Let me say I sing a very old song about that is good to play when somebody died, like a tribute, right? And I found out that there's a big issue of tribute somewhere going on. I would quickly push my song. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? One, the motive is to make money. Because that time everybody want to hear, everybody is on the trend that, thank Baba baby. Okay, and it matched with the kiss on ground. But when that song was sung, it was not actually sung for Wummi because she wasn't even pregnant at the time. Right? When you guys sang that song that time, did you guys know how the future would be like? No, Wummi wasn't even pregnant.
Okay, I got you. Now, going forward, when Naira coming out to call that he's ready to pay back Mo's royalty. Why didn't he pay when Mo was alive? Why?
Yes, there's always going to be. Okay, now let me tell you this why. Mohbad lawyer said something which is very germane and sacrosanct.
It begins to sound like Yomina.
Not Yomina. I don't know. Does he say it? I've never heard him say so.
Yeah, that's
I don't know that. I mean, we say German sacrosanct.
It's sacrilege.
But now, the thing is this, right? I want to say something that is authentic. Okay? That is authentic. Mohbad lawyer has been speaking, but people don't listen to him. But maybe when the time comes, they will listen to him and they will understand how to win the case. This thing about people don't understand that in a case, you have to be strategic and have enough evidence. Not all cases you have to go with your time in court. There are some cases you should already know that this case I'm not taking to court because I'm going to lose it. Mohbad lawyer said that when he met Mohbad, that what he saw with Mohbad, okay, cannot be qualified as a contract. That Therefore, Mohbad does not have any contract with Naira Marley. You see? But Naira Marley said that there exists a contract between him and Mohbad. Do you understand? So when Mohbad was alive, Mohbad and Naira Marley might have been going back and forth on, okay, Naira Marley might have told him, who knows whether, say, okay, go, do what you want to do. How do you prove that you are with me, that you have a contract? Prove it. So he may be trying to, use some certain tactics. But now that Mohbad has died, and for him not to look too bad, Mohbad's song has really brought a lot of money. He has made a lot of money. Then he may not even want to give it then because, maybe we were thinking after all how much is even the thing. But now there's a lot of money. Okay? Everybody wants to
No, forget about Mohbad asset. Forget about Mohbad asset for the second, right? I'm talking about Mohbad asset after it became immortalization. Forget about that.
And that's what I'm saying. No. After it became immortalization, Mohbad, according to the lawyer said that. Should I read it? Let me read it. No, please wait. No. Let me read what Mohbad lawyer put out there because we have to work with authentic information, please. Just read, I will find it out. And anybody want to Google, you can just Google it. Let me just type Mohbad lawyer. Let me Google Mohbad lawyer speak on royalty. This one is not even what you said in the inquest. This one has been already out since Mohbad died. He came out to give out this information. So, okay. And he even repeated part of it in the inquest, so you know that this is his position. Now, where is it? Okay. Now, somebody asked, they said, who will get the money that Mohbad Music is still making? Depends on the contract signed between the artist and the record label. It also depends on the dictate wishes of the lead artist. Okay, it's not where I'm going. Record label, the record labels, the only way this can be resolved is if a contract is duly executed by the artist and the owner of the record label. No, this is not where I'm going. No, this is not what I want. I have already checked time without numbers, so I can still find it. And the reaction as Mohbad attorney provide updates on his royalty. I think it's this one. Yes. So reaction as Mohbad attorney provides update on his royalty. It should be this one. I got. Okay. The lawyer of the late singer Irioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, best known as Mohbad, has provided an update on the case for his royalties. According to his attorney, the singer and Malian Records had certain arrangements that did not qualify as a record label agreement. Okay? When this case gets to court, they will understand because this lawyer came out saying that there was no contract. Because he knows what can be called a contract, which can be activated as a contract. But when you say arrangement, let's say for example now, Richard, I just come to you with rush. Baba, I just want to be with you. Baba, once you sign me, I'm okay. And then maybe I come and that's okay. Come. You know what? If any song go viral, okay, or whatever, I'll be giving you this percentage. Okay. And just sign me, right? And I just have it, I keep it for myself. And you out of, you're a very young guy, you don't even know how this is work. You didn't come with lawyer, nothing. Right?
Yeah, that's
right. And then we are just living like that. Then on the long run, when your eyes now open, you now come that your friends are telling you that go and tell your boss to give you your royalty that your song is going viral. Then you now come, you start making trouble. Then your boss will remind you, come back. We have an arrangement. You remember? Can you read this? So what the lawyer is saying right now that November, when he got to meet Mohbad, don't forget Mohbad left September 2022. The lawyer came November 2022. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, by that date. I hope I'm not. Yeah, so now let's read it. Say so according to his attorney, the singer and Malian Records had certain arrangement that did not qualify as a record label arrangement. He mentioned that before splitting up, please wait, let me read everything now. I will sorry. It's too tiny, I'm trying to catch it. Okay. So I have to analyze, read it, and then later we'll rub my on it together. So let me go back again. So according to his attorney, the singer and Malian's record had certain arrangement that did not qualify as a record label arrangement. He mentioned that before splitting up with the label to start, before Mohbad split up with the label to start Immobilization Limited, Mohbad released an extended play, that is EP, and a few singles. That's before Mohbad left the record label. Mohbad has EP set of songs and also have like singles like the one that he did by himself. Okay. Then he said his attorney disclosed that they remain pending in court in an attempt to recover the EPs and singles he recorded with Malian Records prior to his untimely demise. That is, before he died, he had recorded EPs and singles with the Malian, so they want to get it. So now let's say, he said Mohbad and the where am I here? Okay, let me just read this. This is directly from him. Mohbad and Malian Record had some arrangement which I cannot term as a record label agreement yet. While he worked with them in some sense, he released an extended play and a number of singles. In October last year, that's 2022, he set up his own label, Immobilization Limited, and he released an EP from which he received the revenue he received the revenue directly because he was the only owner of the company. What we have been trying to retrieve prior to his death and currently are the EP and single he made while he was with the label, that is with Naramali record label. Those are still being controlled by Malian Record. That is what we have been in court trying to resolve when he was alive up until his demise, and we are still in court for that.
Let's take it to the little eye. That's
everything. Now go on.
Yeah. The first statement you mentioned, if you read that place again, Naramali and Mohbad has some kind of contract which it cannot be. Can you repeat that sentence from the lawyer? Yeah. Just word for word.
What he said basically in the last inquest, he said Mohbad does not have a contract with Naramali. But what he previously said was that Mohbad and the Malian's record had some arrangement which I cannot term as a record label agreement.
Yet. Okay. So now, when you take that words into consideration,
and don't forget, this was then, but recently the last inquest completed it.
He completed it. Right? Okay. Now, the question is number one: when Mohbad went to Naramali with Tunde, which happens to be part of Malian's family, asking politely that he wants to leave and he wants Tunde to be his manager. That's what brought the fracas when he was beaten up mercilessly. Okay? Eventually, if you say They don't have any record terms or anything, contract whatsoever. Mohbad eventually carved out and formed his own record label, Modernization. Okay? And at the same time, he was asking for a proper due diligence. Give me my portfolio, let me go. I wrote a lot of music, AP or whatsoever. It belongs to me because you say we don't have a contract. And these things are my voice. I composed it. Give it to me. And the issue of going to court, pay me the money owed because you have already released those music under your label. And you made an obscene amount of money from it. Give me my money.
Rich, and look at what you consider. Look at what you consider. Now, don't forget all those music are posted in the Malian record, in the Malian's archive. Okay? Let me say, for example, now, you're Richie, you're doing videos that are going viral. You are posting it on Paparino page. Okay? And then maybe you now come later, you say you want maybe to get your portion. Because those videos will still be ongoing. Okay? I think the first thing that I have to do here, I have to provide an agreement or the arrangement. I have to remind you of the arrangement. Don't forget, there has to be some kind of arrangement. And we don't know who this arrangement favors. You understand? But if there was no arrangement, I think what will happen is that they will just tell Mali to drop all Mohbad's songs. That is single Mohbad. Drop it all. Please wait. Drop it. If there is no arrangement, no at all, if Mali can't prove that there's an arrangement, the wisest thing for him is to drop every Mohbad single song and Mohbad will post it on his own page. The money will be going from henceforth. Whatever song he has done with Mali before, then if there was a combined song with another artist, okay, that Mohbad doesn't own by himself, then Mohbad will now renegotiate with that artist that, okay, this percentage will be coming to me, and they will now make a proper agreement. But Mali at this point must be able to provide a reasonable agreement that he has with Mohbad, and that is what will be followed.
Okay, let me explain something to you.
You're right, 100% right. And at this point, and the reason why Naira Marley knows what is coming for him, okay, and that's the reason why he's beginning to tell people, that he had
Naira Marley is safe, Susan. This fight that they are fighting, Naira Marley is in very safe spot. Very, very safe. They can fight with me, but they can fight for 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yes, I know.
That means more money to Naira Marley.
Hold on. If the family is going to come together to build up force and fight Naira Marley, yes, they will win. But at this point, they can't win like this. And that's the reason why Naira Marley is beginning to prepare people's mind, because the Mohbad's lawyer is saying that they don't have any contract that will make him feel that they have a contract, right? Then Naira Marley now is coming up to say, yeah, we have a contract. We have a 4-year contract. He only did 3 years and a half.
Yeah, 4 albums condition.
Susie.
Yeah.
Don't forget that this lawyer, upon reviewing, Naira Marley is not a lawyer. This one is a lawyer. Upon reviewing what Naira Marley is calling a contract, he laughed that this one cannot be taken as a contract.
Yeah, he doesn't hold any water.
Do you understand me? He just one-sided.
I'm agreeing with the lawyer, but because Naira Marley has seen that the family is not together, okay? So he's trying to bring that, to manipulate the public, that he had a 4 years contract with Mohbad. But the lawyer is 100% right.
Because Mohbad didn't complete the 4 years, you see?
Yeah.
It was a contract. Mohbad is supposed to complete his 4 years.
Sorry.
There can be an issue against Mohbad.
Hold on.
But the lawyer is saying there's no contract. Remind you,
it's a verbal statement, Paparino, a verbal arrangement statement.
That's what it's verbal.
It doesn't hold any water.
It is verbal.
That's why Mohbad was successful to
if it is verbal,
form his own
then it is dependent on Naira Marley to do his discretion, his will. Shall you understand? He can come out and say, I have contact with Mohbad. Mohbad is a very good guy. What I agree with him then, okay, though it was verbal, I told him that I'll be giving him this amount, and he agreed. How is anybody going to challenge me?
Normally she come out with a legally signed document from Mo
In the court of law,
that says all those things.
like that.
It doesn't, I think Namali has to prove, okay,
Yeah, he has to prove it.
that in the
The court
course
of law is not
in
going
the
to
course
work
of
like
working with Mohbad, okay, one, does Mohbad and Mohbad family have a verbal agreement and you favor
That is all